I'm so you have no idea how excited. You know what Final Fantasy means to me, as someone who grew up in playing video games in the 80s and 90s. Progress is saved automatically. Okay. Yeah, be late on your own time. That's your own fucking problem, right? This demo features several chapters of Final Fantasy XVI's first act. All save progress can be carried over to the main game. Oh, this is early access then, baby. Let's go. Maybe your issues with transportation and struggles was you trying to card the AC home? I can card the AC home. I have no way of doing that. I have to wait for it to, you know, get here. I'm gonna get it a little bit brighter so you guys don't have... Because normally there are issues with how bright you can see things in on stream. So that's importante. Is this brightness okay? I think that's okay for you guys, right? Yeah, I think that's fine. Subtitles, yes. Control vibration, yes. Text language, English. Voiceover, Japanese. I am sorry. Oh, en francés. Oh, en español latinoamericano. Chat. Hey, Gold. Chat. That's my mother tongue. Chat. Yes, please. Text language is in English, alright? Game performance for graphics or frame rate? For graphics, it's okay. We're gonna showcase how beautiful this game is. You do you. Okay. Visual alerts. Enable an on-screen waveform that provides visual representation of in-game sounds and music. Oh, this is accessibility. That's really nice. Story focused, action focused. Begin the game with the standard equipment. Recommended for those players who are comfortable with action games. Several accessories that simplify gameplay. No, simplify this nuts. I think we are Gucci. Journalist mode here. Yeah, we have a journalist Andy here in chat now. You don't understand Spanish, but we have the subtitles in English, so they're good. Redeem videojuego en español. Expose me to culture. I mean, if I'm not doing Spanish, I'm gonna do Japanese.
Mos el historiador dijo una vez: la tierra de Valestía fue bendecida por la luz de los cristales, madre.
I know this voice actor.
Luz, la que finalmente guió a nuestros antepasados fuera de la oscuridad. Sin embargo, lo que vieron en ella originó la tentación. Tal que nos arrastra de nuevo a la sombra que dejamos. Y así comenzó nuestra travesía.
I get goosebumps. It's Phoenix versus Ifrit. Oh, who's the voice actor? He's been on some anime series that I know. Ah, okay. I can evade and attack. Gotcha. It's too close. He's poop. Holy cow, dude. Is he a nerd? Yeah, how these two guys fight? They're both fire. Year of the Realm, 873. Denisa Defile. Alkmanian Republic. I'm gonna move my camera then down here. You hate being late. Usually one of the first people on events in university just to be there on time with time to settle. Sometimes you just fuck up. Oh, 2 weeks ago you did?
Ya saldrá el sol. Los ejércitos despertaron.
Conocen el objetivo. La dominante de Shiva. Y solo la dominante.
¿A nadie más? ¿Eso qué tiene de gracia? ¿Qué nos asegura que la chica estará con ellos?
Nosotros no cuestionamos órdenes.
Is this an English stream? Yes, it is. It is. I'm sorry.
Intenta tener eso en mente.
I'll change the language. But it is, Spock. Welcome in.
Acabemos con esto.
I was just curious to see the Latin American Spanish dub for it. Yeah, that's why I kept the subtitles anyways. You were just wondering? Yeah, it's in English. Yo, Agnosis! How's it going? How are you? Yes, it's my first time with the demo. Just like, we're just starting the stream today and I jumped right into it. I am very, very excited.
Concéntrate, Wyvern. Eres clave para el éxito de esta misión.
Is this an English stream? Sí, señor, sí. Alright, let me invert my... First of all, main menu system. Options in the system tab include wireless controller configuration, blah, 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 blah. Alright, let me... How do I... Yeah, but I need to change something. Headfirst titles, NPC chatter log, speaker names, subtitle background. Maybe I have speaker names on, that's fine. Subtitles are okay that way. Are subtitles good or too small, chat? We can make them a little bit bigger, I think. Let's keep them bigger, so maybe you don't have like to struggle with it.
I've seen your
too much.
kind. Time and time again.
Dangil flower wow time flies.
Fig, thank you so much for the 4 months. Thank you very, very much. Lottie, hello. How are you? How's it going? It's good to see you. Visual alerts? No, we said no to those. So how do I, Oh, okay, here it is. Invert horizontal, invert vertical. There you go. Now I can play video games.
Concéntrate, Wyvern.
Why are you yelling at me like that? Use L to move Clive, R to move the camera. Yeah, I imagine so. Yes, we already went to the main menu. Gameplay settings. Yeah, okay, perfect. Man, this game, look at this, chat. Look at this game. My God. Look at that. I love that my sword is not like just floating on my back, right? Like it's, oh my God. Ooh, interesting. The blur, the motion blur is horrible around the character, but yeah, look at that. Kind of doubles the character there. Ghosts the character, but my God, do I look good. Damn, am I pretty. What are the frames like? So we're playing on cinematic more than frame rate. I don't know. There's like... I'll tell you in a little bit.
A correr.
Oh, you just run by tilting the thing. Oh, I love this. Holy. You can jump too. Camera is a little slow though. A little slow to turn around.
Justo a tiempo.
Keep in mind that this is an old version of the game they used for the demo, so there are some performance issues, and the final version will allow you to turn off motion blur. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, because the motion blur was a little bizarre. Don't like it. Sky, you poop. Thank you so much for the gift sub to Spock. Thank you. War. You didn't even follow? Hey! That's how they get you. You know that, right, Spock? That's how they get you, man.
Esos sangre de hierro son más bestias que humanos.
Si esto sigue así, no tendrán que sacar a su nueva dominante. ¿Qué?
This new version of Cat Quest looks a bit different. Yeah, it's more cartoony than the OG Cat Quest. That's crap. Thank you. The Zirnitra Stronghold, the Nisa file.
¡Deprisa! ¡Vamos!
¿Qué ha dicho? ¿Que se niega? ¿Acaso no juraron lealtad a nuestra causa?
Ya basta. Mariscal, el rey de Gualud es un invitado.
Wait, that looks like me too. Everyone looks like me. In Tuonch, Dangil.
Es la respuesta de su majestad.
How are you, Stormlight? They're just using magic for everything. Oh, this is so fucking cool. Some tissues in their... Oh, no. That's the idea, Spock, to play to the whole thing, yeah.
¿Tan poca fe tienen en sus propios hombres?
I don't know how long it is.
Los
Adam
Dangil
Walker.
quisieron retroceder a los cruzados en la batalla de las regiones gemelas, ¿no es cierto? ¿O me equivoco?
Well, hello, mama.
Además, ¿su dominante aún no ha entrado en acción? Y cuando lo haga, nuestros hombres solo serían un estorbo.
Quizás no se han enterado, pero los cruzados tienen a su propia dominante. Sería insensato subestimarlos.
This actor is terrible, by the way.
¿Qué acabas de decir?
Si esta ciudadela llega a caer, la capital quedará expuesta.
Bro.
Y dudo que los cruzados esperen a que lleguen los refuerzos del rey para atacar la ciudad.
Bro, that guy, I would be extremely intimidated.
Yo soy la única opción.
¡Cuca!
Esos sangre de hierro lamentarán haber pisado Tormenta. Se acabaron los juegos.
I don't know if I could play it in English. I don't like English voiceover normally. I was just saying that if I don't play in like in this, because I just wanted to hear the actors just to see if I, you know, recognize someone or whatever. I would play in Japanese for sure.
¡Ah, bastardo!
It's the Giga Chad.
Benedicta.
It's the Giga Chad. Chat.
Ten cuidado.
¿Acaso el león tiene cuidado cuando caza a la liebre? ¿O tú me ves con orejas largas?
No, mi amor. Tú eres un león. Eres mi león.
Un poco de hielo no me da miedo, Benedicta. Pero necesitaré un cuerpo caliente a mi regreso.
Meow.
Esto es una masacre. Es nuestra oportunidad. El caos nos dará cobertura.
Right. You cock. God damn. Jesus Christ. This looks so good. Okay, brother. The Cog's Revenge, yeah. Can I keep going that way? Nope, that seems to be way too high. The motion blur is really affecting me right now. Go there, okay. Yeah.
Rápido y mortal.
What other Final Fantasy games I have played? Everything from 1 up to 15.
Primero.
Except 11. And just a little bit of the original 14. But then all the rest.
Esperen. Aquí pasa algo.
Titan? Yo, Foxy, hello.
Los Dalmek por fin se cansaron de ser masacrados.
11 is ancient at this point. You can play for free on private server and story's actually great. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Miren quién vino a saludar al gran Dunor.
Shiva? Oh, I'm getting goosebumps, chat. Ah, Baggage is super... I don't know what you say, Baggage, but I'm sure it was super nice, as usual. Ah, my favorite summon. Mama. Dude, I love how the chocobos do not look like squeaky clean, and it's like everything is... Oh, it is Titan. Shit. Shiva made me gay. I love Shiva so much, dude. It's like Shiva in 15, but this one is nice. Yeah, look, I mean... Oh, God. Wow. Oh, it's gonna be here soon, Spock.
No vas a morir aquí, Wyvern. En marcha.
How do you know? You're too confident. You don't know me. Ah.
Vamos por aquí.
It's a bad Stumpy.
Está justo encima.
Not the chocobos, you monster.
mierda, mierda, mierda! ¡Por la mierda!
Yeah. I wonder if... I don't think anything else happens now until I trigger the next flag, right? Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
¡Apresúrate, Wyvern!
Shut up! Everything so far has been incredible.
¿Te vas a quedar ahí?
Oh, it depends. Is it safe? Well, that answers my question. I guess no. Ow. So that's how canyons are made.
Wyvern! Wyvern!
God damn. You just have to use a Phoenix down and everything's gonna be fine. Have you played Final Fantasy
Te
before?
lo dije. No puedes morir aquí.
Yeah, biased is a... Oh. Oh well.
Clive. Despierta, Clive.
Wakey, wakey. Your hair's still perfect, yeah. You're still as beautiful as you were 5 seconds ago. 13 summers earlier. Rosalith.
Bueno, si no puedes ser un escudo, siempre puedes trabajar en los establos. A menos que creas que puedes proteger a tu señor con tu trasero hundido en un charco de lodo.
Sé que encontrará la forma. Mi hermano siempre lo logra. ¿Verdad? Tú puedes. Seguro que pronto lo logras. ¡No te rindas!
Oh, Popper. Yes. So my main character is on his 30s? Nice. Finally, I'm not just a teenager.
Comencemos de nuevo desde el principio. Vamos, muéstrame tu forma.
Attack the Lord Commander. Execute a 4-swing combo. Okay, so that's just square. Gotcha. Can I lock on? So this doesn't lock on. I'll lock on his L1. Okay, I see.
Te pedí que me mostraras tu habilidad con la espada. Muy bien.
20s and 30s.
Esa habilidad con la espada te ayudará en la batalla. Pero
Hopefully.
¿se puede decir lo mismo de los hechizos?
Oh, R1's to evade. Okay, I see. Yeah, locking with L1 is also weird. I'm also too used to Souls games. Yeah. Mid-late 20s, right? If he's 13, 14 here. Oh, okay. Well, better than being the 14-year-old who saved the world, right? Press triangle to cast fire. Ranged spell that can strike enemies from great distances. Okay. Cool. Oh, it also chases him. That is really nice. Your face.
Bien hecho.
Thank you.
Usas las llamas del Fénix como se espera de un primer escudo.
Me halaga, milord.
¿Acaso prefieres que te critique? Puedo hacerlo.
Yeah,
Si
gold,
puedes
that's
evadir
true.
mi espada, después de todo. Tu destreza para atacar no servirá de nada si no vives lo suficiente para usarla.
True. Chat, are you excited for this game?
Lord Rosfield.
I guess I wanted to ask Beck, but I don't know if Beck is still around to ask. Because I know Beck likes RPGs quite a bit as well as me. R1 to evade. Okay, R1 to evade. Precision dodging. Evading an attack at the precise moment it is dealt will temporarily slow the enemy, making it more susceptible to a counter using square or triangle. So I have to do just a perfect dodge. Alright, we'll see.
Quedaría por ser así de joven y ágil.
¡Vamos!
¿Qué estás haciendo?
Buen intento.
You're total Final Fantasy stand. This is the first one you're in wait and see mode. That is fair. That is fair. They kind of started losing trust, right? Like, I get it.
Activa y un cuerpo ágil son imprescindibles en el arsenal de cualquier escudo. Pero no eres un simple escudo, ¿o sí? Muéstrame qué te diferencia de los demás.
You've never been able to get into any Final Fantasy game. Okay, I see. That's fair.
Por esa razón puedes usar su poder. Invoca ese poder para acercarte a mí.
Like teleporting to you? That's very 15.
Bien, estoy esperando.
Okay. Like, I mean, man. Close the gap. A Phoenix Shift. The blessing of the Phoenix grants Clive the ability to perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. Phoenix Shift is one of such iconic feat. Iconic? Really? Press circle to swiftly close on a distant target. Both melee and ranged attacks can be used while executing a Phoenix. Oh, you can also do it while? That's sick.
Bien. Ataca a tu enemigo antes de que pueda defenderse.
That is sick.
Impresionante.
It actually
Pero
is.
ni el escudo más ágil puede evadir cada golpe.
Oh yeah, FF games usually towards the end are like very, very moving. Final Fantasy IX is a very good example of that. 6 as well.
Solo hay una manera de asegurar la victoria. Cura tus heridas y no malgastes tu energía.
10 is the first video game that actually made me cry.
Vaya, mi lord.
I don't cry with movies, I don't cry with... The ending of Final Fantasy X made me cry. Made me tear up. Ten was like, I can't take this. This was too much for me. 9 is the cutest aesthetic, but darkest story. Yeah, 9 is Omega Dark. Consumable items such as potions and tonics can be used to restore Clive's HP or temporarily boost attributes. Okay, how to use consumables? They can be assigned to your D-pad. Okay. Oh, and use as well. Okay, perfect. That's great. That's great. Do I have anything assigned? Okay, I do have potions. Sure.
Eso debería bastar.
Lesson complete.
Mucho mejor. La batalla es una sucesión de momentos cruciales, donde la vida y la muerte se pueden decidir en un solo golpe. Debes estar listo para usar todas las herramientas a tu disposición si quieres seguir el camino de la victoria. O al menos, para asegurarte de vivir para pelear otro día.
Okay.
Suficiente entrenamiento. Te pondré a prueba. Ya has entrado en calor, ¿cierto? No hay honor en ganarte en ese estado.
Pensé que no lo pediría.
Vamos, Lord Rosfield. Pelea conmigo. Si crees que eres digno de llamarte escudo de la llama, demuéstramelo.
Será un placer, mi lord.
You as a lad playing FF7? Good times. That sounds like good times.
Ven a mí, muchacho. Pon a prueba tu fuerza.
The music. Defeat the Lord Commander. The will gauge indicates an opponent's will to fight back. Break their spirit by landing attacks and strike them when they're vulnerable. That is interesting. That is an interesting mechanic. The attributes tab proves a comprehensive overview of Clive's current level, status, abilities, and gear. Sure, that's fair. Very fair. You go to system. Okay, subtitles, background speakers, MP. So I guess we can actually like change the language anytime. We can do that. I was gonna start like rotating between languages, but no, we can't.
Thank you for your patronage.
Where is Cloud?
Where's Cloud? I don't know. Fuck, I forget that I have to, what's the thing? There you go, precision strike.
¿Te lo estás tomando en serio?
Of course, you told me to. Ow! You poop.
Buen intento.
Staggered. Gorpo, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you for the 7. Gorpo, thank you. Where is Cloud? This is Cloud. We just stopped by the hairdresser first.
I've seen your kind.
This is Cloud.
Time and time again.
Here's an anniversary joke straight from Hyrule. Why did Zelda go back in time? She had a link to the past, ~1 laugh, ~1 laugh, ~1 laugh.
16, thank you for the 16 fried rice. How are you? Welcome in. Good to see you. The music is A+. Yeah, so far it's been really good. Queen Brani 9 was FF's first Karen. Yeah, she was a heavy Karen, that is true. Kefka was ridiculously cool in 6. I don't know. Final Fantasy is so memorable. Anyway, at least those first 10 are super memorable, right? More of a diva than a Karen to you, but yeah. Scarlet, though. Lord Murdoch will has been broken, leaving him staggered. I think so, Gold. I think it might be like the posture. Try dealing as much damage as you can before he regains his senses. Use R2 square to execute Rising Flames, a powerful iconic ability granted Clive by the Blessing of the Phoenix. Okay, I don't have it, I guess.
Debo seguir mi consejo.
Yeah, you do.
Todas las herramientas a mi disposición.
Vamos, Clive. Sigue atacando. Solo un poco más. Creemos en ti.
I also believe in me. People.
¡Se acabó!
Oh no! Did they really have like a choir singing that? Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, that was amazing. That was so good. Lots of Final Fantasy stuff to look forward to in the future. Man, I'm so excited. Training complete. Sí, sí.
Me derrotaste. Me tomó bastante tiempo.
Eres un espadachín tan bueno como tu padre. Eres un verdadero escudo de la llama y que nadie te diga lo contrario. Ni siquiera yo. ¿Ustedes qué miran? Vuelvan a entrenar.
I was very much like that, and I was not expecting that. It looks like a white mage.
Joshua.
He definitely looks like a white mage, yeah.
Estaba cansado. Las llamas del Fénix son un regalo. No las desperdicies.
No importa. Mis escudos me protegen. ¿Por qué no podría?
Oh, no.
Estabas tosiendo en la mañana. No deberías salir.
Solo es un resfriado. Estoy bien.
No te esfuerces tanto.
¡Su excelencia regresó!
¡Es él! ¡Volvió!
When video game characters have long COVID now. Yeah. The real thing, alright?
Su excelencia, por favor, este no es un lugar para alguien de su alcurnia. Atravesaría el infierno con mucho gusto para ver a mi pequeño.
Oh, it's Gisela Casillas. Like, that's her name of the voice actress.
Caballeros, Rosaria les agradece por su inquebrantable lealtad.
Muchas gracias, su
Dímelo.
excelencia.
Vivimos para servir.
I love her voice.
Joshua. Sabes que no debes salir. Ya lo discutimos.
Lo siento.
Buenos días, madre.
Understandably so.
Vamos, Joshua. Tu padre
Yikes.
nos está esperando. Lord Murdoch.
Su excelencia.
Yeah.
Qué manera de tratar a su propio hijo.
Lo sé. No es su culpa. No todos pueden nacer como el Fénix.
Vamos con ellos.
What color is her hair, chat? Can you tell me? This girl's hair color. Is it dark gray? Oh, okay. It looks really cool. Comes right in a chocobo? A shokosho? It's yanked. It is. It definitely is. And that's a blitzball, by the way. What he's holding. Yeah, he's just like, hey, bro, we'll play it later.
Levántense, amigos míos.
Oh, this voice.
Bienvenido a casa, padre.
Gracias, Joshua. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Estás bien?
Sí, padre. Mucho mejor. Hoy fui con Jill a ver el entrenamiento de Clive.
¿En serio?
Today you will learn the jack shot, yeah.
Basta, chico. Ahora no.
Será un perro magnífico algún día.
Damn, his voice is so good.
Levanta la cabeza.
Gracias, Su Alteza.
Yeah, he's dying. He's too cool. This is Game of Thrones.
Festeja su regreso a salvo, Su Excelencia.
Se acerca una guerra, hijo. Hay que estar listos.
¿Tan grave es la situación?
Ven al Salón del Trono. Hablaremos allí.
Sí, padre. Su Excelencia.
¡Escudos! ¡Rompan filas!
You don't know that. Well, his motion capture actor is not it's not Sean Bean, so we don't know if it's gonna die or not. But yeah.
Clive tiene que ir a ver al archiduque.
Cierto.
Levanta la cabeza. Sunrise, sunset. Finding your way. Should you find yourself lost, do not fret. Hold down L3 and trust in your animal instinct to point you in the right direction. Your current destination will be displayed with a thingy. I see the thingy. Alright, we need a save point, chat, because we need to change the language. We're gonna test different languages. I want to hear more voiceover. It's 2000s for a medieval time? What do you mean? Oh, the teenager's hairstyle? Like this one? Right, right. I mean, he looks like a chocobo to me anyways, so... I understand why they came up with this style. Very chocobo-like. Finding items. Useful items can be found across the realm by those who know where to look. Items discovered can be viewed on the items tab in the main menu. Okie doke. We got a potion. I don't think I need to look at that. Man, it really... yeah. Can't wait for full release because this motion blur really is making my playthrough hard right now. Making it very difficult for me to play.
En mi opinión, son ellos o nosotros.
Normally, motion blur doesn't bother me that much, but for some reason, this one is very strong.
Hay que mover todo esto antes del anochecer.
Is that a jump? You call that a jump? Animal instinct. Can I talk to you? Oh, maybe not. I guess it just meant that you don't like his hairstyle. Yeah.
Recuerda, nosotros protegemos a su excelencia y no él a nosotros.
Oh, wow.
Asegúrate de que estén afiladas, ¿eh?
Oh, look at this.
No los mandaremos a la guerra con espadas desafiladas.
It's a Karen haircut, yeah. This is very, very, very cool.
Hay que prepararnos. Debemos estar listos.
Cerraron las puertas.
Nah.
Ojalá la entrada lateral siga abierta.
So, Chad, if you see me wandering and going everywhere and whatever, like, I am just looking around. Like, we have all the time in the world. I just want to marvel at this game. Hey, Nicholas, what's up? How's it going? How are you? What kind of bot is that? Oh, botspot? Yeah. If you want to have all your messages ignored by botspot, so it never like take your messages, I think you can type !ignore me in one word put together. Ignore me. I think it will. But if you don't mind it, then yeah, I will just like do it randomly from time to time. One of your messages. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay. Oh. First day back to work. I'm sorry, Nicholas. I hope it goes well. Tectonic dance. I vaguely remember that, Tilda, yeah.
Ten cuidado.
Discúlpeme, señor Marqués. No tiene por qué ayudar a este bueno para
Oh, really?
nada. Inclínate, idiota. Pero yo... ¿Te di permiso para hablar?
No fue problema, de verdad.
Milord, no tenía que hacerlo. Ya es todo un honor para él poder estar en presencia de su excelencia. Bueno, ni el Imperio ni la República tratan a sus portadores tan bien como nosotros. Tuvo suerte de haber nacido en la nación de su padre. Mucha suerte, se lo recuerdo todos los días.
Slave Master, that's yikes.
Levántense, por favor.
I'm gonna keep myself here so you can read all the subtitles.
Arriba.
Espero que su buena suerte continúe.
Por supuesto, como ordene, milord.
No te esfuerces demasiado. Recuerda, trabajas para el bien del ducado.
Como todos, milord.
Shut up.
Como todos.
Vamos, hombre. Regresa a trabajar.
Another me. I'm also stuck on UPJ. Oh, this guy is gonna be something. I hope. So it's dark gray. That's such a cool color. Yeah, this week has been very Dangil, for sure. Make for the throne room. Wait, I want to see more things. Oh, look at this. I love context in games. I love like this kind of things where like things feel more alive. And you see like random people doing random stuff. This is awesome. This is so cool. You can check on those people doing the same thing over and over, but still pretty cool. Look at that. Oh man. Really cool. Hello, sir. Let me grab my high potion first, and I can talk to you. Tell me.
Excelente contienda. Casi siento pena por el Lord Comandante.
Yeah. Totally pay attention to everyone around. 15 had that in one city, the markets, yeah. It's so good. Like little details go a super long way. Like how shiny my sword is, also depending on the light, is really good. Slave master. This is a little yikes, but
Le ordené a mi portador que llene el pozo, mi lord. Así nos ahorramos un cristal o dos, ¿no?
Mírenlos, pero qué lindos se ven juntos. Tendremos listo un festín para ustedes un día de estos.
Are you talking about me and the girl? Thank you. You guys are cool. Yo, TT, hello. How's it going? Holy.
Está muy tranquilo aquí, ¿no crees?
My God. Oh man, this is insane. Can we try French? Yeah, I'm looking for a moment where the game saves, because the game is saving automatically, right? I think that. Oh, I can save manually anywhere. Okay. So yeah, let's save. And let's go try French. Oh, look at this. It's like Nicholas, like the emote I made for Nicholas. That's so cool. Okay, return to title. We can change the language. Sure. Iconic challenge. Interesting. Voiceover language can be French. Next. The iconic challenge is intense. I see. Koch.
Je suis là.
Je suis là. Dude, this looks really, really good. Like, if you guys have ever visited one of those castles, they look like this. They capture the feeling perfectly. Just wow, I am so surprised by this game. Super surprised.
Comme vous le voyez, notre pourvoyeur taille les arbres du jardin. Je vais faire en sorte qu'il termine au plus vite.
Okay. Yeah. Do you think that they're gonna be punished because of their abuse, their magic abuse at some point? It's like you're using magic to light up your cigar, I think. You've been to medieval times? That's the closest you've been? Yeah. Like here in Europe, this type of castles are fairly common to visit, like older towns and things like that. They feel like this. It's really, yeah.
Est-ce bien compris? Le pouvoir de Phénix qui s'est incarné en
Is there
Joshua
pretty
est
doors?
unique au monde. S'il lui arrive quoi que ce soit, vous le paierez très cher. Je ne tolérerai pas la moindre
But she's not
négligence.
saying anything so important. Making an effort. Some large gates and stiff levers require extra effort to operate. Use X to access them, then hold R2 to push or pull with all your might. That's cute. It's a feature you were mad about? Yeah, it's a cute thing. It really does nothing.
Bonne chance.
Bon chance. Yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. I like how this is super common in this kind of stories, right? When the prince has to go talk to the king, and it's the whole thing as he's never seen it before, as he doesn't know the throne room, as in, it's like it's a prince. He knows this thing. He shouldn't be nervous about these things, like, you know.
Allons, épargne-moi ces manières. Ta mère n'est pas là.
Les choses vont-elles mieux dans les terres du Nord?
Tout est noir à perte de vue. En l'espace de quelques lunes, le fléau noir a englouti nombre de zones au nord. Selon moi, tôt ou tard, il sera à nos portes.
C'est pas vrai.
Yeah, me too, Sky.
Ici à Rosalis, nous sommes déjà submergés par le flot des réfugiés venus du nord.
Huh.
Même si nous pouvons les détourner vers le sud, vers Port-Iseux, nous serons vite dépassés.
Burb, hello, how are you?
Si nous restons sans rien faire, la catastrophe sera inévitable. Il nous faut agir, et vite.
Attaquer le royaume de fer?
L'heure n'est plus aux petites escarmouches. Il est temps d'en découdre.
Il est impératif de leur reprendre Souffle Drac pour de bon.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
Wait, what?
Paid for in blood.
Wow!
Thursday saturation. Dangil, yes.
Valak, what are you doing? Valak, thank you so much for the 10,000 bits. Valak, you mad lad. Also, that's the first time we see that alert ever. Wow. That alert exists because of you, Valak. Jesus Christ. Thank you so much, Valak. Thank you. How are you? Like, I know that you said that you missed yesterday's stream, but, you know, it's okay. It's fine. Holy shit. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Valak is... his badge is pretty unique. He's the only one right now. I think Valak is already on the way to the 75,000 emote also. Doctor appointment. Oh, are we okay? Are we feeling fine? Everything good? Someone having steak fries for dinner. Boys, it seems like meat's back on the menu. Finally. Someone's gonna be able to buy some meat this month. Oh, just the annual checkup. Okay, I see. All right. I hope everything went well then. Looks like meat's back on the menu. Active time lore. What is this? Oh, active time lore. Well, like we're trying Final Fantasy XVI demo today. I am omega excited for this game. Like, now that I'm playing it more than I was before knowing anything. Because I was very on the fence. I was like, I don't know. After 15, I was like, I'm not so sure. I don't feel like the characters and the stories kind of click with me anymore. Call me old or whatever, but it kind of don't click. But this one is interesting, to say the least. It's very pretty. Hold the pad to access the active time lore. A feature which is a compilation of important information relevant to Clive's current storyline progression. ATL can even be viewed during most cutscenes. In all ATL entries can be accessed later in the game. Okay, so I can see my current location, my father, the king, Lord Murdoch, the Deadlands, which is I guess where we are, the Mother Crystals, the Iron Kingdom, which is the one that we are going to declare war to. Finally go and get those... Oops. You can get meat and the game. You're not wrong. In fact, Valak.
Cristal Mère, il nous sera difficile de protéger nos terres.
Protéger.
Nous allons donc connaître une nouvelle guerre. Au nom du Cristal Mère.
Demain, nous partons au Fort Phoenix. Là-bas, nous écouterons l'augure martial, comme le veut la coutume.
Et j'en serai en tant que gardien de Joshua?
J'ai une mission à te confier avant. Rodney.
Thank you, Valek. Thank you so much. Thank you again for 10,000 bits. Thank you.
Tu dois être au courant, j'imagine. Des hommes bêtes du Nord ont été
Hope you have a
aperçus
good
sur
day
la
at work.
terre.
Cette rumeur de gobelins qui ont envahi les marais. J'en ai eu vent, oui.
Tu vas donc intervenir sur place. 2 hommes t'accompagneront.
Ok.
Demain, vous partirez en mission dans les marais de Fange Brune. Votre but, les chasser. Ensuite, vous nous rejoindrez au Fort Phoenix.
Agree. Chad, how come that all these people are so pretty?
C'est l'occasion de te distinguer et de rabattre le caquet de ta mère.
Yes, we changed to French, Anna. Tilda wanted to change to French, and we're gonna be rotating a little bit.
Je remplirai ma mission, Majesté.
Majesté. Even the Duke knows Dude's mom hates him. Yeah, everyone's like, the fuck? Because it's a Final Fantasy
Ce
game?
sera tout. Allez, file.
Fair.
Va te reposer.
Bien, Majesté.
It's funny how, like, there's always that figure of the prince and the princess, right? Like, oh, they're so pretty and whatever. When you go and look in history, you know, real kings and real princes and whatever, and you're like, oh, also, this is the real world. I see. I see. And then you see the random art of the peasant or the flower girl, and it's like, oh, wow, that was very pretty. And it's like, uh-huh. God, how? Can we expect a game, a full game, with this level of detail for everything? Because, like, you could say, oh, no, they did this for the demo. Like, they want to, you know, like, show you this part that's specifically good looking. Like, no, 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 our entire game looks like this. God, like, this is insane. I don't know, Voxy. I just like left it downloading in the background and I didn't pay too much attention to it. But I think the demo is like 4 hours of gameplay. Like it's a lengthy demo as well. But I don't know how big it is, so that could also be. Oh wait, I missed something. There was someone to talk to over there. I want to go talk to that person.
Salutations, Seigneur.
Salutations. Vous aussi. C'est ma chambre. $18 gigabytes for 4 hours of play? Oh, 18 gigabytes. Okay, gotcha. That's pretty beefy.
Combien de temps pars-tu cette fois?
I read about this, that some of the textures could also be like a little off, but they're working on that as well. It's like, yeah, it's some performance things, because apparently this is an older build.
Et tu comptes emmener Joshua?
C'est l'héritier du sang des
Yep, and the beefy ones. Also PlayStation 5, which is 100 gigabytes each. Foxy.
Notre coutume veut que nous nous rendions au Fort Phoenix avant de partir en guerre. Nous l'avons toujours suivi. Or, seul l'émissaire de Phoenix peut remplir ce rôle. C'est pourquoi je l'emmène.
Au diable, la coutume! Ton fils est malade.
Inutile de me le rappeler. Mais c'est avant tout l'émissaire de Phoenix. Le futur archiduc. Tu sais, il ne peut pas rester dans les jupes de sa mère toute sa vie.
Elwyn!
Ne t'en fais pas. Clive veillera sur lui. En parlant de lui, même s'il sait se battre, il reste un garçon de 15 ans. Sois moins sévère avec lui.
En tant qu'aîné, il aurait dû incarner Phoenix. Mais ce n'est pas le cas, Elwyn. Notre
Wow.
lignée n'a que faire de
No,
la
not we, our
d'un
little brother.
premier-né sans rien de spécial.
Je suis comme lui, tu sais.
Mais
Assassin's Creed-esque. Yeah, maybe.
l'archiduc de Rosalia.
Very pretty people, though. Yeah, she's awful.
Si je règne actuellement, c'est uniquement parce que mon père est parti avant son heure, je te le rappelle. Dans les faits, tant que Joshua est enfant, je sers de régent.
Tu as hérité du titre d'archiduc de ton père. Tu règnes sur Rosalia. Un rang digne de nos ancêtres. Toi, au moins, tu n'as pas souillé notre noble lignée.
Tu accordes trop d'importance à cette lignée. Un nom ne saurait défendre un peuple. Notre pays vit grâce à ses hommes.
This is a complicated relationship. Yeah, let me straddle you to distract you from my awfulness.
Je dois me reposer.
Yikes. Final Fantasy is not kids friendly anymore. No, this one is mature, I think, Tilda, in fact. I believe this 16 is rated M.
C'est ma chance. Il faut que je fasse mes preuves.
Tu as fait un vœu?
So who is this girl?
Pour ça. Je devrais aller dormir.
Mother is Cersei from Game of Thrones. Oh yeah, absolutely. You can see a lot of, you know, similarities in certain little things. How are you, Saucy?
Toi aussi,
Welcome
tu
in.
pars demain, pas vrai?
The French VO is not
Je
great.
suis le
Oh,
gardien de
okay.
Joshua. C'est mon devoir de le protéger. Il en fait toujours trop.
Yeah, well, that is true, Foxy.
Et moi, je ne peux presque rien faire pour l'aider.
Clive,
Ce n'est pas la seule raison. Mon père m'a confié une mission.
bon, c'est moi qui vais faire une prière à Métia alors, pour que vous rentriez sains et saufs.
Rage.
Il va y avoir une autre guerre, c'est ça? Depuis que je suis ici, ma vie est devenue si paisible que j'ai cru que le conflit entre nos pays serait le dernier. Mais la guerre n'a jamais vraiment de fin, n'est-ce pas?
War never changes.
Non. Et celle-ci s'annonce plus longue que jamais.
Very strange seeing the characters cry. Usually that's one of the hardest things to do in gaming.
Pas vrai, Clive?
I was thinking about that too, because it's kind of like in anime, right? It's hard to make it look decent. And that looked okay. I also think I saw people complaining about the graphics of this game, and I don't know what they were expecting, but this game to me looks
Il fait froid.
insanely good.
On devrait rentrer. Après vous.
Hey, thank you, Stormlight. Have a good one. Hope work is not too bad. Welcome back, Beck. Beck, are you interested in this game? You, my dear RPG friend. Ree, hello. How are you? How are you, Ree? Ree, look at this beautiful game we're trying today. You are, but your PC probably couldn't handle it. It's gonna be PS5. What is the exclusivity? I wonder if one of you guys know about the exclusivity time of this game for PS5 though. Oh, it's insanely beautiful. It's gonna be 6 months.
Désolé, Ambroisie. Nous n'irons pas chasser aujourd'hui.
I think for a little while back, yeah. You bought a PS5 digital just for this game after the demo you had to pre-order? Wow. I just started, but I am loving it so far. And I know it's very heavy on cinematics at the beginning, but I'm pretty sure this is just the beginning, right? They have to set up like the whole thing. Aww, she's so cute. Let's go, dude. Yeah, it's PS5. Yeah, I'm so glad I have the PS5 right now.
Bien. Nous partons pour le fort Phoenix. Que la bénédiction du cristal nous protège.
Que le peuple du feu protège Phoenix pour l'éternité.
Sa Majesté s'en va. Levez la herse.
They said 6 months, but now maybe going back on it? Oh, okay. Vamos.
Sir Rosfield, je me charge d'amener votre monture jusqu'au fort Phoenix.
Merci.
This is Biggs and Wedge.
Nous sommes prêts à partir, Seigneur.
C'est un honneur que de pouvoir vous accompagner, Seigneur Rosfield.
I like our character. I like the main character.
Même si nos ordres sont enquêtés, il est tout à fait possible que nous ayons à combattre ces monstres. Les gobelins sont des êtres perfides. Il ne faut surtout pas les sous-estimer.
Ils vont voir à qui ils ont affaire.
Eh bien, dans ce cas, nous sommes prêts à partir.
À votre service, Seigneur.
Comptez sur nous.
Wait in Thailand.
Alors, en route. Que la bénédiction du cristal nous protège.
Alright, Chad, we're going to save here. And we're going to change the language to the next one. The world map. The world map displays all the locations indicated by the glowing pins currently available to climb via fast travel. Oh, okay, so your world map is not gonna be... You're not gonna be on the world map. You just, it's gonna go from point A to point B. Okay. That's a little unfortunate, but I understand if the scope of the game is too huge. Can't get over the fact that he looks like those tectonic dancers. You were muted, but damn, Valak is so generous. Yes, yeah, absolutely, Beck. Absolutely. Valak is insane. I think he's the only one with Dangil, yes. And he already reached the 50,000 bit, but he hasn't chosen an emote for me to upload for 50,000 that we can lock in here. Because I wanted to give him the honors of just choosing which emote goes in that slot. But I think he also unlocked that. And now we have the 75,000 and he's on his way there. So it's insane, but yeah. And we have a new, like we have that alert that we've never seen before, thanks to him, I guess. Valek cheered with 10,000 bits, Re. And Irony is also here, of course. Still Wind. Man, this is a little problematic for the... I have to keep moving like my camera around. Maybe I can put my camera here, chat. It's gonna be less annoying for you. Alright, Still Wind. Western Rosaria. There was a time not long ago that the songs of civilization echoed through Still Wind's knotted boss. Boss? 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 I don't know. Now, the settlements lie abandoned, and the only sounds to escape this forsaken place are the howls of beasts that have fled the Deadlands to make the bogs their home. I see. And, I guess we just go there. Yeah, I know, right, Ree? I agree. Still Wind, the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. Every time I hear the name Rosaria, I think of Dark Souls 3, though.
Gardez l'œil ouvert et soyez attentifs. Les gobelins ont été aperçus par ici.
On arrive dans la zone des marais. Attention à ne pas glisser.
J'ai eu ma dose de boue hier.
Lost in a fog. Timely accessories. Feeling overwhelmed? Try equipping one or more of the 5 timely accessories. For example, the Ring of Timely Strikes allows its wearer to chain complex attack combos only using square. The Ring of Timely Focus slows time before an incoming attack, allowing for an extended evasion window. As with all items, timely accessories can be equipped and unequipped on the Gear tab in the main menu. Thank you, Tilda. Oh, okay, so this is journalist mode. Yeah, we're not gonna play in journalist mode. It's okay. Ability points can be spent in the abilities tab to acquire new abilities, as well as upgrade existing ones. If you are unsatisfied with Clive's current build, reset all the abilities and try again, as there is no penalty for doing so. This is so good. I never understood why video games will punish you for resetting your build. It's like, oh yeah, you can reset your build, but you need this very specific item that we only have 2 in the entire game. So have fun changing your build or being anxious about it and never do it. And it's like, why? Let me you don't want me to play your game or what the fuck? Use the Timely Strikes a lot because it's the closest to turn-based combat. Oh, really? That's interesting that you made it feel that way. That's cool. Ability details. Details of each ability and feat can be viewed by selecting its icon. The sword indicates an ability capacity for dealing damage, and the stars indicates an ability capacity for breaking a target's will. Oh, the posture thing. I only have 50 points. Technically, I could buy stuff like this. This is jump. This is doge. This is the melee. And you master them by, I imagine, by using them more and more. This is precision doge. A launch attack. X and square to swiftly close in and attack a distant enemy. Well, I already have my other closing in. So it's on the air to slice down. Burning blade. Hold square to imbue Clive's blade with fire. Release and unleash powerful attack to imbue Clive's blade with fire. Okay, I like this one, I think. Taunt. Swift recovery. R1 to recover immediately after being knocked. I like that one. Use X while in the air to kick off an enemy. Oh, to Goomba them. That's funny. Hold triangle to increase the potency of a magic spell released to cast. Okay, so we're gonna go with the recovery one. And we're gonna go with charge magic. I like those two for the moment. Okay, let's save here. You're quite curious about the 10k bits alert? You'll watch the VOD, you guess. That makes sense. Return to title. Okay, so what's gonna be our next language, chat? French, we're not convinced. So we have German, Italian, Japanese, or English. Italian? German? Oh my god. We need someone to break the tie. Italian or German, chat? Italian. Okay, so that's it. German. We're gonna go to German after that. God damn it. Herman.
Direi che questo non è proprio un sentiero ben tenuto. E chi credi che lo manterrebbe qua giù? Sono tutti scappati dalla piaga.
E pensare che un tempo qui era abitato.
Il vecchio villaggio della Bonaccia è più avanti.
Il villaggio della Bonaccia.
O almeno quel che ne resta.
Dangil? What do you mean Dangil? That sounds like very little. Give me more. Dangils. I wonder if they talk with their hands too. Imagine the entire game just changes. Ah, bada boopy. Oh, baby. E fighting. I like how they both look at him like, bro. Oh, in the German one, it's gonna be like, it's gonna be a lot of being very angry. Bunch of golems. Bruh. Magic Burst. Use triangle after striking an opponent with square to conjure a magic explosion that deals significant will damage. Oh well. That's a thing.
Goblin. I rapporti non mentivano.
Sì, proseguiamo. Forse ce ne sono altri.
Okay, so this is not breakable. Gotcha. Goblin. Il goblino. I wonder how linear the game also is. I see that light there. I want that item. Give me the item. Ah, I see. A strength tonic. Exploration or riot? Yeah. If it's too linear, then it's gonna suffer from like what 13 suffered. I enjoy 13. Like, I know that many people don't like it, and back in the day, like, people hated what 13 was. I always liked 13. I hated a couple of the characters, I'm not gonna lie. And it was very linear, but 13 was very fun. I found it very fun. Some enemies will drop gil or items upon defeat. Loot is gathered automatically by approaching the glittering icons. Yeah, I kind of imagined that. Right, you poop. Bye. Okay. Eat him. 13 had a good story, but Vanille and the corridor level design sinks it for me. Vanille was... You know who was insufferable for me in that game? Hope. There was a point when I had to mute the game entirely. I was like, I can't play this game. I can't hear this kid anymore. Like, I'm done. I was so annoyed. One of the main devs of 12 is the main writer for this game. Oh, I see. But that's a good thing. 12 is okay. 12 is one of those Final Fantasies that I have not a lot to say about. It's like, okay. I didn't love the whole strategy feel that it had. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. But 12 had a good story and good characters. I enjoyed 12. The world of 12 is really good. Ivalice is really fun. A really nice world. I think. I feel that way. Yeah, 12 is fun. 12 is one of those games that is like, yeah, it's fun. It's fun. But you know, like, there are Final Fantasies like that. Like, you know, 3 or 4. Which is like, yeah, those are fun. Or they were. I don't know. I haven't played those in decades, so... You can never get into 12. You have never finished it. But it... Yeah, exactly, Beck. I feel that way about 12 as well. Attenzione, chat. Attenzione.
E non sono pochi. Non sarà uno scontro facile. Tutto qui.
What do you mean new enemies approach you, poop? Aha. Ow. I thought I was safe. Sorry, bro. I was faster. Okay. Okay. Attenzione. Attenzione, baggage. Atención. No, Beck. Insufficient inventory space. Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna have inventory space issues? Oh, that is a big yikes from me then. The game is an action RPG, not turn-based. Yeah, it's what you saw there is yeah, action RPG from what I can tell. Wait, where am I going? I need to pay more attention. You need to craft a bigger backpack out of animal skins. Man, there is a reason why I don't play Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and both the inventory and the braking system. Oh, there you go. Right, that shows you the way.
Dovremmo essere vicini alla piazza principale del villaggio.
Beh, potrebbe non essere un covo di goblin.
Nine will be turn-based? Okay, I'm excited. 9 has to be turn-based. 9 is just like how classic Final Fantasies should look in people's heads, right?
Luridi schifosi. Siamo in trappola.
No, un trampola. Chat.
Sto pensando.
It will be very weird, yeah, Spock. What about the remake of 9, right? Or remaster, or whatever they do.
Prima però dobbiamo occuparci degli altri.
Certo.
Vogliamo sfoltirli un po'?
Che domanda scontata. Sta giù!
Oh, come on. I'm teleporting to you, you poop. You can't see me. Fuck.
Ce n'era un altro.
Uh-oh.
Merda! Ha chiamato un'amica!
Merda. Yeah, merda.
Preparatevi!
I find it weird. I haven't yet, Spock, I haven't yet assimilated that. I haven't learned that yet. So I keep going back in my brain towards like, what was the button? Oh, right. So I already get hit and it's like, oh, fuck. Formidable foes. Larger enemies must be faced with caution. They have far more HP than their smaller counterparts and will often use devastating abilities to overwhelm opponents. Use the Blessing of the Phoenix not to not only deal considerable damage to these enemies, but also break their wills. Breaking an enemy's will can stagger it. We need unable to attack and vulnerable to attacks. That was R2 square, right? Yeah, Rising Flames. So what is Phoenix Shift? Is going straight ahead for them? Oh, I thought I had it. I was like, I'm gonna super perfect dodge that. Partial stagger. Enemies will become partially staggered when their will gauge is reduced to 50%, creating a short opening in which combination attacks are easily landed. There you go. Let's get him, boys. Completely reducing the enemy will gauge will stagger it. The extra damage is dealt when an enemy is fully staggered, increasing with each strike landed to a maximum of 150%. Oh, so that's very Final Fantasy 13, right? You like the Italian VO? It's not bad. But I don't understand anything, or most of it. The total amount of damage dealt during this time is displayed upon the enemy regaining its senses. Gotcha. Oh, it's too early. I'm dodging! Use the square as the opponent attacks to parry the strike. Temporarily slowing time and leaving the opponent open to a counter? How? So not only I dodge, I also counter parry? That's interesting though. Come on. I forget what my dodge button is. Can't see. It's not circle. I keep pressing circle to go and attack him. God damn it. I do hate it. His name is Gigas. Gigachongus. Hai perso. Gigas has been skipping leg days. I see. Foils of War. Nice. Level up. Oh, that is considerable. Okay. Battle rewards. Following important battles, a separate results screen will appear displaying battle performance and rewards. Rewards are based on performance and may include items, gear, ability points, and experience points. The hard leather armlets. Okay. He's Giga dead now.
Torna qui e combatti, codardo! Inseguiamolo, prima che chiami anche gli altri.
Gear can significantly improve player attributes, but only when equipped via the Gear tab in the main menu. Similarly, the right abilities can turn the tide of battle, but only if learned and mastered via the Abilities tab in the main menu. Mastering existing abilities as well as learning new ones require ability points, which are earned in battle by completing quests. Okay, where is my equipmento? Gear. The Gear and Icons tab is used for equipping weapons and armor, as well as assigning iconic abilities to available slots. We do have the new armlets, right? That's plus 10. And I guess this is like... Oh, these are the rings that the game was telling me. Yeah, I have no interest in those. Okay. Rosarian Belt and Rosarian Oath. And I guess it's gonna teach me about that at some point, like the icons thing at some point.
Eccolo lì.
It's a trap. You fuck. Hey, Wickerman, hello. How are you? How's it going, dude? Okay. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Here, he's gonna call the other golems.
facciamola finita.
Use your fire. You fuck. Oh, I am happy. I am excited and happy, and it's a great day, Wicker Man. Final Fantasy makes me happy. Is that a Marlboro? Yep. Marlboro.
State alla larga dalle sue fauci.
It is a Marlboro.
Il soffio di quel coso è peggio del suo morso.
Yikes.
Hai provato.
Yikes.
Che puzza! Ho detto di stare alla larga dalla sua bocca.
Am I poisoned? I think I might be. I dodge. ¿A dónde va? You're coming from Witcher? Ah, you're coming from The Witcher 3 and your brain was telling you to use those fighting controls? Oh, I totally understand that.
Non lo farai.
Dude, I can't believe we're fighting a Marlboro at the beginning of a Final Fantasy game. This is insane. If you don't know, chat, these enemies are very, very common in Final Fantasy games. Their most common attack is called Bad Breath, and they will basically inflict every single status change in your party in other Final Fantasy games. But they are usually an end game kind of enemy that you can find in certain high level areas, right? Mamma mia, Marlboro! Mamma mia, Marlboro! Cinematic Strike. When the screen flashes blue, like this during a pivotal moment in battle, press square before the time runs out to deliver a devastating blow. Oh, and it's staggered immediately. You guys can also help, right? I mean, you might think. Not the bad breath. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Get away. Beautiful. The AI in Stranger Paradise was horribly bad? Oh, really? Okay, we do have our attack back. No, se tornerà d'altro lado. Fuck. I think Japanese people telling us not like smoking. Cinematic evasion. When the screen flashes red like this during a pivotal moment, Press R1 before time runs out. Okay. Oh, very cinematic view.
Ultimo sforzo, mio signore.
Gonna do about breath. Oh, the slam. Oh, that's cool.
L'abbiamo fatto arrabbiare. Preferirei farlo morire.
Stagger? Nice. Oh, okay. Fuck. I'm really good at battle. Thank you. Kaboom! Aha, he's doing the tantrum. I like this attack a lot. This tantrum attack he does is really fun. Nice, dude.
What a god.
So good. You didn't like it, honestly. You suggest you inform yourself before buying. Oh, that's a good advice. Oh, level up very after each other. Very fast. Thank you. This was really fun. I like this combat system, dude. I wasn't expecting to like it. I think I like it because you can make it even more, like, even deeper, I guess, with your own build. Chat, I think we're gonna be seeing some Final Fantasy XVI very soon in this channel. Morbol. Il Morbolu. Oh, wait until you get to the Eikon challenge? Nice.
Signore.
Oh, mi signore. Il mio signore.
Chi l'avrebbe mai detto? Non bastava la presenza dei goblin qui. Ci mancavano i Malboro.
Chiederò a Sua Grazia di inviare un contingente.
Yeah, having Malboros in this early is insane.
Se non li fermiamo qui, presto li avremo ai nostri cancelli.
Dobbiamo muoverci. È meglio andarsene prima del tramonto.
Se partiamo immediatamente.
That is true, Dave. We have to wait and see, right? You are so excited. I am excited too, honestly. I think if you are on the fence of Final Fantasy, give this demo a try because it might convince you. I feel like it.
Dannata piaga.
Alright, it's time to change the language again. This time for German. We're going to change it for German now. If you're on the final fence, go ahead and... Final fence. God damn it. This music. Ew, German. You don't have a PS5. You think the PC release is in December? Okay, that's fair. I hope it's a good port. Man, we've been suffering with PC ports for so long now. Feels like every single AAA port is poop. The Phoenix Gate. La Porte du Phoenix. This aging seaboard citadel not only defends Rosaria from northern raiding parties, but also serves as sacred ground whereupon the Duke's dominant might commune with his or her ancestors and entreat their guidance on the eve of important battles. Okie doke. Let's go. Spanish better than Italian, better than French. So far. Yeah, I agree, Tilda. So far is that. But also, yeah, it's the opposite on the... Yeah, we're going with Herman now, baggage. Oh, French was better for Luis, okay. For Louis, then I'm gonna call you Louis.
No, aspettate, il bello arriva adesso. Sua signoria, sfodera la spada. Il capo dei goblin fa per scappare, ma finisce dritto in bocca a un albero.
This guy looks like the protagonist of 14. That dude over there.
Ragazzi, domani dobbiamo lavorare. Deve essere gratificante vedere il proprio allievo farsi una fama.
No, because I need to go out of the game baggage to do the change. But so as soon as I get control and can save, I will do it.
Persino degnarsi di unirsi a noi.
Joshua doesn't like carrots. You know how this king is too good to be true? Like, this king is gonna die, right? He's so perfect. Like, he loves everybody. He's just his...
Non stai bene?
No, padre. Sono solo stanco.
Oh, it's part of the lore,
È
okay.
stata una lunga giornata.
Sono tutti pazzi di Clive.
Yo, Beck, welcome back.
Tuo fratello sarà un ottimo scudo. Ne siamo orgogliosi.
Yeah, it's Ned Stark, right?
Padre. Ma perché il dominante nasce solo nella nostra famiglia?
To be fair, he's not a king. He's an archduke, is what they call him. Yes, yes. Well, not avoiding it, really. Just that we could check it out, right? Just for the sake of checking it out. But yeah, you're right. So this is the current location, which is the Phoenix Gate. I want to see what it is. So we have a lot of... It's text. Okay, gotcha. So this is the Phoenix Gate, where we're supposed to get to, right? Here, in an ancient chamber accessible only to the dominant of fire, is held the rite of ancestral communion, an important ritual in which is believed that the Phoenix can hear the words of the Duchies, or the Duchies? I don't know. Forebears. Something happened in my balcony chat. I don't know what the fuck. Well, anyways. The Grand Duchy of Rosaria. Okay. Interesting. You know, there are people in this chat knowing even more languages and speaking them very well. Okay, Father the King. The Archduke of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria and father of Clive and Joshua. Elwin was born before his father. The previous dominant of the Phoenix passed away. Let me finish. Let him cook. So he did not inherit the Eikon's powers. Instead, he devoted himself to the study of swordcraft and statesmanship, that he might lead his country from the front, which he did to wide acclaim in leading his armies in quelling the rebellious northern territories. Yo, Jaja, hello. Elwin and Annabella are cousins. Oh, that is good to know. Joshua, the second son of the Archduke of Rosaria, Joshua was appointed heir of the ducal throne by virtue of his awakening as the dominant of the Phoenix. His love and admiration for his elder brother Clive is absolute, and he is only too proud to have him serve as his first shield. His love for carrots, less so. Interesting. The ducal army. The loyal soldiery of the Duchy of Rosaria. They serve under the standing army's Lord Commander, whose task it is to enact the will of their sovereign, the Archduke. Those who show sufficient aptitude, or who are blessed with sufficient nobility of birth, are made shields, personal retainers to the Archduke himself. And the dominant. Those within whom sleeps the power of an Eikon. Though they look and think no differently to any other man or woman, they can not only cast elemental magics without a crystal, but also transform themselves into beasts of world-shattering strength at any moment, a quality for which they are honored, worshipped, and feared the realm over. Joshua is a boy. You thought he was a girl? Oh, yeah, I think it's a boy. Oh yeah, of course, Puck. No problem. It's I think we all wanted to know about the dominance a little bit more, and you know, this is flavor, and flavor is good.
I cristalli si rivelano tramite l'uomo.
Cristallinos.
Tu sei stato benedetto, Joshua. Benedetto come dominante. Hai in te il potere di un Eikon. La nostra famiglia deve condividere tale potere con il popolo.
I wonder if their
il nostro compito.
earring means anything, because Clive also has it, right? That was the Lord for 15, yeah. But also Square went all in, like so many languages too, and voiceovers, and for Latin American Spanish at least, that I know, that I can speak of, it's like good voice actors, it's professional voice actors, the same that would dub anime or series or whatever. So it's like that's costly too. Very happy for that. About that. Aww. Oh well. Oh well.
Povera Jill. Si starà chiedendo dove sei. E dovresti diventare un ottimo segugio.
Fine hound, yeah. Il dogo.
Ecco dove eri finito.
Che ci fai qua fuori?
Non c'eri al banchetto.
Durante i banchetti noi scudi possiamo rilassarci e... Io non amo molto i dolci e la birra.
Io invece detesto la verdura. Hai ucciso un Marlboro. Tutti tessevano le tue lodi.
È una novità. Quando mi sono unito a loro mi credevano un signorino viziato. Se non sapessi brandire una spada sarei uno zimbello. Il primogenito favorito della
I don't know.
Sei tu quello.
Scrap, it depends on what you want to do, like what your objective is. If it's further studies, if it's like traveling, if it's, you know, depends on your interests, of course.
Credono nei poteri del dominante.
Mio fratello la Fenice, signore della vita e della morte.
Oh wow.
Ma non è giusto. Dovevi essere tu. Non sono in grado di guidare il nostro popolo. Io non ho la forza.
Yes, you do. You
Tu
poop.
ce l'hai.
Leave.
Ognuno ha il suo compito.
Ludette, how are you today? I'm happy to see you.
Il nostro è stato deciso quando i nostri antenati hanno eletto il dominante come
He's very kind, yeah. He's very much admiring his brother, right?
che quando la nazione si troverà in difficoltà, la Fenice sorgerà dalle fiamme per trarci tutti in salvo. Il destino di Rosaria è in mano al dominante. È un fardello che devi portare.
E che mi dici di te?
F1 or WoW? What? Really?
Sono nato per essere il tuo scudo. Sono stato benedetto dalla Fenice per proteggere il nostro futuro sovrano a ogni costo. Per quanto sia difficile.
It was a tough evening. I understand. I understand.
Grazie, Clive.
You had something to do today as well, right? Like you were gonna be a little bit late on the stream, and that's also something. Why a WoW stream? What's happening with WoW?
D'accordo.
I understand with it. Don't worry about it.
Meglio rientrare.
I hope you
Si è
can take
fatto
it easy
molto
at least.
tardi. Notte, Torgal.
Torgal is very cute. Aww, look at Torgal chat. So yeah, Scraps, it depends on you know, your interest in a purpose. Because a purpose will help you also to keep on track, right? If you do just a random thing, chances are you're gonna like... It's not gonna be a priority ever. So you might be replaced faster, or you might drop it just because something new came up. Whereas if you have an objective, you can keep yourself motivated.
Scorte dalla capitale.
Minus minulta. Veisia, Toiveita.
Ce ne avete messo?
Toiveita.
Avete assaggiato le merci, eh?
Minus minulta. Oh, that's a great idea, Scrap. Yes, yes. You can learn maybe at least to recognize hiragana or katakana and, you know, a little bit of conversational skills. That could be achieved relatively fast and you, yeah. Fuck! This is so good. This is such a different Final Fantasy. I'm loving it. Stop it, you poops. No, never. Oh no.
Ingresso preso,
Yikes.
capitano.
Procediamo secondo il piano.
Why are we watching a movie? Yeah, so far it's been like really heavy on cinematics. This is because it's the beginning and the world is extensive and they need to, you know, like kind of show this. Yeah, saving is hard, Scrap. It's a prologue, yeah. The good news, chat, also is that our progress from this demo carry over the game. So we can jump into the game already and load our save file and continue from there. That's very exciting. 15 did that too, if I remember correctly, right? What does it smell like? Oh no.
Perdonate, principe. Sono io, Wade. Voi...
Someone made
non
a
so
stinky,
se
yeah.
vi ricordate.
Ricordo, che succede?
Siamo sotto attacco. Non so chi siano, ma hanno dato fuoco a mezzo castello. Devo portarvi al sicuro, Altezza.
Hey Joshi, how's it
Molto
going?
bene.
Can't wait for next week. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it very much.
Con vostra Altezza.
I also want some Lodete socks. No way! I control Joshua? This is really cool. Oh man, this is nice. Even if it's for a second, this is nice. Oh, this is cool. Kuraga. Jump, evade, Kuraga, lock on, attack, and magic. So what's my magic? Oh, it's like a Fida or something, right? Or a Firaga or something. Yeah, it's pretty OP.
Ci sono già dentro il castello.
Temo di sì, Altezza. Dobbiamo sbrigarci.
Any items? Can I check my stats with Joshua? You can. Wow. He doesn't have like a progression system though, but the journal tab contains information on main story progress as well as all current completed side quests. Cool. Very cool. All right, here's where we can save and we can change our language to... Ah, that's cute. To German. Let's go change it to German. Her socks are stocks though, maybe. Yes. Very Game of Thrones vibe at some points, yeah. Alright, time for German. Wow, dude. I can't believe it's time for Final Fantasy XVI already. Is it an exploratory language class now? Yes, it is. Pandas has been asking me forever to make one stream of language class.
War das gerade? Ich muss Ihnen helfen. Alles steht in Flammen.
Zurück, Euer Gnaden, der gehört nicht zu uns.
Nein, das ist meine Pflicht.
Holy shit, this kid is OP. Oh, but like makes him feel super tired afterwards. Gotcha. There's a quiz at the end of the stream, yeah.
Hab ich vorhin noch gesehen. Sie haben gelacht.
Ein Sanbreckscher Soldat. Aber warum
Nein!
greifen Sie an?
Ich muss zu meinem Vater.
Yeah, it's up to Anna and Irony and Baggage and you guys who speak German to tell us if the voiceover is good or not in German. It's too soft? What do you mean too soft? They're all angry. They usually are very bad. Oh, that's sad.
Sind überall.
Warum tut Sanbreck so etwas? Wir sind verbündet.
Anna is like, yeah. Yeah. Oh no, Anna. Da ist Weine, sind überall. Is that what? Is that German? That's how German sounds to non-German speakers, by the way.
Der Dominus! Zum Glück.
D. Okay. Not die. Oh, die. Oh, D. But almost. Hey, Gosh, what's up? How's it going? Wait, we left behind. I think there was like a path downstairs. I want to check out if that is possible or not. Oh, maybe it's just all covering, like, we just can't progress there. Oh yeah, there's nothing. I see. Very interesting. Let's go. How are you, Gosh? Good to see you, friend. How's it going? German voice acting always sounds a little too much like acting. I don't know how to explain it, but it breaks out of the immersion. I understand what you mean. It's Spanish voice acting, when it's from Spain, it's also in a different tone that is the tone for recording, and it sounds unnatural, if that makes sense. So I can give you an example. If I tell you the following sentence, try our new product in Spanish. So if you're gonna say it naturally, it's like, prueba nuestro nuevo producto. Prueba nuestro nuevo producto. Puedes probar nuestro nuevo producto. If they do it in like Spanish from Spain accent, it has a thing like this. Y puedes probar nuestro nuevo producto. So it sounds like acted and unnatural. It's like, no one speaks like this, you know? And that's how they make it sound. So it's pretty annoying to me. For some reason, it sounds dramatic all the time. Like mid-century, mid-Atlantic movie acting accent in English. Oh, I see. So it's a thing. It was really bad in Breaking Bad for you, but it somehow works for The Simpsons. The Simpsons is a very good example of one of those series that many people enjoy much more in their mother tongue. It's kind of like anime as well. If you heard the thing on the first if you heard something, like if you watch something and it was in a different language, you're gonna love it. Normally happens with anime. Like people who love, for instance, Dragon Ball in English, they are objectively wrong. But it's the language that they watched it when they were kids, and now they love it. It's like, oh no, I can stand Japanese, or I can stand it in other languages. It's like, it has to be in English, and it's like, it's terrible. It's objectively horrible. But you know, did you finish the Kitty games? Yes, both.
Verdammt, die Wunden sind tief.
Read. The Simpsons is great in Brazilian Portuguese. Everyone says that for the Simpsons is a weird case. People love it in their mother tongue. Die Wunden. Friend of yours always acting in a certain way. This is the bad overacting. Oh, that's funny. Joshua, I can see your hair, as mine, is still perfect. Let's go.
Seid ihr? Ich komm durch, dank seiner Hoheit.
Euer Gnaden, Lord Murdoch.
This is what I want to hear, the king. I mean, the Archduke.
Ihr habt den Prinzen gerettet. Vortrefflich, Wade. Das werde ich nicht vergessen.
No, why? The king...
Majestät.
The king on Spanish has such a powerful, deep voice. And in these other languages, it's like, hello, I'm the king. But why? In Spanish, it's like, ven conmigo, hijo mío. Te mostraré la realidad del mundo de whatever. And then it's in German, it's like, die Wunden. Okay.
O mia Lostellan, tu Isakelief. Nun flieg geschwind nach Rosalit.
If you sound like a chipmunk. Well, if you're the king of the chipmunks, then yes. And then, of course, DreamWorks is gonna make a movie, and the Chipmunk King is gonna be like, hello, my subjects.
Vater, bringt Joshua in Sicherheit.
Nein, ich gehe nicht ohne dich. Du bist doch mein Schild, oder?
Das bin ich. Deshalb halte ich die Feinde hier auf, damit du entkommst.
Ich schicke euch die verbliebenen Truppen sofort nach. Geht jetzt.
Did you hear that there's going to be a crossover of Little Mermaid and Batman? But it won't be under Disney, it will be under the sea. The VA is bad? Oh no, really?
Ich weiß.
It sounds scripted like a bad prawn. Oh no.
Du musst Vater beschützen. Ich zähle auf dich, Joshua.
My jokes are wasted on you. But it wasn't very good. It's just that it wasn't very good. You love shitting on German? Sorry, gosh. Okay, it seems like our friends, our German-speaking friends, are not happy with German. So we're gonna move on. The item tab contains list of all non-gear items currently in Clive's possession, including those used in quests. Consumable items such as potions can be used at any time from this tab. Assigning shortcuts. Okay, that's cool. Press square to bring up the shortcut icon, window, whatever. That's cool. All right. Let's save here. And I love this. This is so good. And let's go back to change the language. We have English and Japanese. So we're going to go with English first because we are going to definitely leave it at Japanese in the end. So let's go with English for now. Just to try English. Spanish, Italian, French, German. Yeah, Tilda. For me, yeah, that's the order. Put it in Linux language. Okay, so now it's in English. What do we have here? This looks like a hidden door. Open. Ow.
This spot marks our grave, but you may rest here too, if you like.
We raided chat. Defend, protect, and share some love with Monad. Monad, hello. How are you? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. How's it going? Hello? Is this Final Fantasy XVI? Yes, indeed. How are you? What? Thank you for the shout out, Monad. Guys, go follow Monad. The most annoying part about German voiceovers is that there's just a bunch of VAs whose voice pretty much everything, so you notice the same voices over and over. Ah, I see. You're playing a Pico. Ah, nice. How is it going with a Pico, by the way? Welcome in, raiders. Defend and stuff. Yes, defend and stuff. Protect my V card. Gustavar, hello, how are you? How's it going? Welcome in, raiders. You mostly saved all the bees. Just missing some tier 4. Tier 4 bees? Oh no, the bees. You will wait for the fly fishing hatch now. Fly fishing? My god. Go, follow Monad. Is that what you wanted, Ace?
Captain.
15 had fishing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, true.
Take them.
This looks so incredible. Yes, thank you. Okay.
Let none escape.
As you command.
Okay.
You take care of that spellcaster.
Yeah, sure.
I'll keep the others occupied.
Fuck, I forget that. Ah, it's not with this button. Take that, you poop. That was nice.
That's them done.
That was nice.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
The rest
It's
is
my father
bonus.
and Joshua
Just the
I'm worried
fishing.
about. We should head back.
Oh, they said no mini games?
Brave, look out!
Is that a Lancer?
May I have this dance? He's an Imperial Dragoon.
A Dragoon chat.
Who was blessed by the Phoenix. Not that it will save you.
Fuck. What is my okay, it's R1, right? Fuck off. I keep pressing the wrong button. Shit.
Stay still, damn you! Let's try.
There you go. Ah, fuck. Nice.
time is past!
Fuck, he does that all the time. Oh, come on. I totally touched that.
He's open!
Bro. Stagger. I missed the stagger. I'm an idiot.
You're going to regret that, boy.
I suck. I keep missing on my stronger attacks. Oh, he does 2 now. Okay, that's a cool new attack. There you go. Finally. Hold R2 and hit square for a special attack while staggered. Oh, really? No, I only have the Rising Flames. I only have that. Oh yeah, that's what I'm using to stagger, in fact. Like this. Fuck. You piece. Like right now.
To send rag.
Oh, it's so good. Beautiful. Level 8. Okay. What spoils? No spoils?
Streamer, hydrate.
Thank you, Tilders.
Are you hurt? I'm fine.
Okay, fine.
So, they sent in the dragoons.
Yeah, they have the fanfare, but it's like sang or something. It's like a choir. Is incredible. First time I heard it, I almost lost it here in chat. On stream.
They were not here to take the castle. They were here to take heads.
Yep.
Our work is done. We should return to my father.
My lord, look. We issued these sashes but yesterday.
Bree, thank you so much for the gift sub to Monad. Monad, enjoy the sub. And thank you for the raid once again.
Father and Joshua are in danger.
We must hurry. Take your steed.
I mean, father is probably very strong. What's going on?
Any subs in chat?
Ooh. Alright, Dave, you have redeemed free sub. So the rules for this, I don't know if you've seen it before, but the rules for this are, if you want the sub for you, or it can be for someone in chat who doesn't have a sub, or someone of your preference, whoever that is. So whoever you can choose, or you can choose for me to do it randomly. So it can be someone from chat right now who is talking and has no sub, or someone who you have in mind specifically, or someone random. So tell me. Better than you, now I'm taking your stuff. The weight of choosing is crushing me. Neaters! Da 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 da. Hello, Neaters. How are you? Taste tester is the one. Alright, so it's a sub for taste. Let me see if I can do it from here. I probably can. Alright, and thank you for redeeming that, Dave. Thank you so much. There you go. Should be fine now. How's it going, Neaters? How's life? Escaping from toddlers at the moment? Been accumulating it for 2 weeks. Oh man, that's amazing. That's very generous of you too. Super generous. Who is this? Sussy, what are you doing? Sussy, thank you so much for the 2 gift subs. Thank you. Jeez. Thank you so much. That is very generous of you as well. Thank you very much. Thank you, Anna.
Oh, all right. Thank goodness.
Who is this person? Who is the hooded, mysterious, pretty person? Probably very pretty as well, yeah.
Your Grace, is everyone safe?
For the moment. We ride for Roslith to rally our forces. I will need your
Tilda, thank you so much for the gifts up to Sussy. Thank you. Sussy Chu is such a good name.
Father?
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but that won't be possible.
I'm sorry, Your Grace. Okay, let me see who is, if we have more lore. Stolasis. Stolasis is how you pronounce it? I don't know, chat. You can feel free to correct me. Traders. Owls capable of transmitting the thoughts of others, specifically those with whom they are attuned. In response to an ancient incantation, they lithified third eyes stored these thoughts in the form of ether, allowing them to be passed on as when required, though only to the intended recipient. Stolaces are mainly kept by royals, nobles, and other figures of authority for the purpose of sending secret or urgent messages, and are seldom available to common folk. The incantation O mia los stellan tuisag elithe can be loosely translated as My will is now thy burden. Ne'er cleft our bond shall be. Nut studs. It's like a raven in Game of Thrones. Gotcha.
You anonymous snakes!
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Run, Joshua, run! No!
There's no way. There's no way that the Archduke was one-shotted. These pieces of shit.
You must do your duty too.
Oh, he's gonna lose it. He's gonna go kaboom, right? There's more Game of Thrones by the minute, yeah. Yep.
I'm counting on you, Joshua. Oh, fuck.
Yep. Well said.
Kill him now!
What they did, I mean, what did they expect, really? What was it that they were like, okay, we're gonna kill his father in front of him, should be fine.
Phoenix! Joshua!
Yeah, Toad's fine.
Behind us! Joshua! Stop this! He's lost control. I have to do something. I have to save him.
No, my lord. Fall back. Climb!
No! My Choco Show. There goes the neighborhood. Not the Choco.
You saved my life.
Blubbers. Is he Lucifer? No, he's just an Aeon. It's just it's a GF. Summon.
Joshua, are you in pain? Not now. Come on. You're his shield. Do your duty.
Thank you.
This guy. Thank you for the 202 BTs. Thank you.
My lord?
A girlfriend summon, yeah. What? Ifrit? Metal Gear Solid 5.
That's impossible.
So who is Ifrit? We didn't see, right? It's a bit. It's a tad hot in there, yeah. It's implied that it's Clive? Yeah, I guess so, right?
Who are you?
Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in, Smash. Debatable? Yeah, to me was a little... Because Clive was looking at the person who transformed into Ifrit, right? But could be. For all I know. Might have been looking at himself. Oh, wow. Okay, we have a Street Fighter now, chat. Oh, this is what we were doing earlier, right? At the beginning. Something similar. Embodying the Phoenix. The following commands are available when playing as the Phoenix. Fire, aim, and evade. Yes. When your opponent is directly with your sights, the targeting circle will expand. That is time to fire. Oh, I have to move it. Okay. I was like, what? No, my nose. Itchy. Shit. Hey, I did evade. Pretty sure I did. This is awesome. Yeah, I agree, Sussy. Well, what did you just see? What if I want to play as Ifrit? Did I do something? Where is he? Where the fuck is he? Okay.
I have to stop him.
I don't understand.
I have to save them.
Save him? What do you mean save him? It's in the intro too, but this is the real deal. Gotcha. Dude, this music fucks. Music fucks. Hey, Brody, hello. Welcome in. How are you? Ah, I can't see it. Holy! He's throwing towers at me, chat.
I made a promise to my brother.
It's my brother. Mother.
I mean to keep it.
Cinematic evasion. Oh, cinematic attack.
I will do my duty.
A duty. What's going on? You're okay? It's good to see you, Brody. Thank you for stopping by. I'm glad that you're doing okay. Breaking rocks. There. Freezing. Down there. Flames of Rebirth. If you find yourself low on HP, use circle to cast the spell Flames of Rebirth and restore all health. Oh, that's pretty OP. Oh, should I just like attack him? Burst him, burst him! Oof. Hellfire, damn it! I'm dead, am I not?
My flames may flicker, but they shall never die.
Being the Phoenix is kind of OP. Joshua, you got this. You poop. Well done.
What a god.
That was insanely fun. I know that it was not too complicated, I guess, but very fun because it's so much. Huh, that was really, really cool. You won a broken dagger. You collected 3 flower petals. Finish him. Phoenix wins. Flawless victory. Oh, you like it too, Ree? You know what I need then, Ree? I need to buy the... As soon as they get the vinyl, I need to buy it. Unless I see Clive fighting Ifrit right now, I still think it's Clive. Ree, thank you so much for the gifts up to Smash. Thank you. Smash, enjoy the emotes. Yeah, it's definitely Clive looking at himself, right? Trying to stop himself. Fuck. They might want you to think that. True. That's fair. At this point, everything is speculation, right? But this is fun to speculate on. Holy shit! Dude, this went Dragon Ball very quickly.
I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you!
Language, please. Thank you so much, Ree. And thank you all. Thank you for all the bits. Thank you for all the gift subs. You guys are insane. Ash, I hope you enjoy the emotes. We make them here. Yay, pasta.
Quite a mess that monster made. Damn shame about the Phoenix, but can't be helped.
Well, I think now Mom is gonna have a real reason to hate us, right?
Is there aught we can do?
Haven't you done enough, Captain?
Alright, time to read about Mom. Annabella Rosfield. The Duchess of Rosaria, wife of Archduke Elwin, and mother to Clive and Joshua. It was not only her beauty, but her connection to a bloodline that produced many previous dominants of the Phoenix that led her to being proposed as a bride for the young Archduke, sorry. Indeed, the two are cousins. Having known from a young age that her purpose in life was to preserve her Phoenix-bearing bloodline, she dotes on Joshua and scorns Clive. What, Mama? Yeah. Mama is looking good. She will be the Cersei of this game? Absolutely, yeah. The Imperial Army. The assembled forces of the Holy Empire of Sambrek. While officially under the command of the Cardinals, it is Holy Emperor Sylvestre Lesage whom the legions truly serve. On the battlefield, the Dragoons, peerless lancers renowned throughout the realm, are the Empire's keenest weapon, descending from the skies to sow terror and disarray among their hapless foes. This is very, very cool.
Joshua was my world. And now he is gone.
Because your purpose was just to make a Phoenix
I can only pray there will be a
dominant
place for
order
me in the world his radiance seeks to create.
I see. Your Grace, over here.
Yikes, Your Majesty.
The rubble must have protected him from the worst of the flames. Shall we take him prisoner?
No need for that. Kill him. Wait. As my husband never tired of telling me, he is a fine soldier. I'm sure he would make an excellent addition to the Imperial front line. All in its right place.
Why? Why is this
Take this one.
character so fucking horrible? I love this.
Chin up, lad. You're going to be a soldier.
Joshua.
Oh. Final Fantasy XVI. You think so? Nah. Such a lovable character. Why do you say that? Thank you for playing. No, thank you for... Holy shit. You have completed the Final Fantasy XVI demo, but there is still much more story to tell. If you would like to learn more of Clive and the Dominants, please consider purchasing the main game. I thought it was longer. Like, we didn't level up any skills. We didn't, you know? But there was a lot of bosses, so that's okay. Playthrough data can be carried over to the main game, allowing you to continue from where you left off in the demo. Demo playthrough data cannot be loaded in the demo version. To play the demo again, you must select New Game from the title screen. Oh, I see. Alright. Again. Well, I guess we yeah. Demo complete. That's a very interesting choice. There is the Icon Challenge. Very cool? Yeah, very cool. Purchase. Well, not on stream, but the deluxe edition has the base game, digital mini art book, and digital mini soundtrack. I see. The Eikonic Challenge has been unlocked and is now available from the title menu. In this special mode set later in the game, Clive has been equipped with the feats and abilities of 3 unique Eikons, the Phoenix, Garuda, and Titan, to allow you to get better feel of Final Fantasy XVI exciting battle system. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try the challenge. Teach me words. The Eikonic Challenge puts you in control of Clive several hours into the story, equipped with the feats abilities of not 1 but 3 powerful Eikons, creating an opportunity to better experience Final Fantasy XVI's unique brand of action gameplay. Note: this challenge was created specifically for this demo, and its features differ slightly from what appears in the final game. Gear, items, and abilities are not representative of what are normally available to Clive during this part of the story. The world map and journal have been removed from the main menu. Save, autosave, and load functionality is unavailable. Configuration settings from the demo are carried over to the challenge. Okay. The story so far. 13 years have passed since the tragic events which saw Clive robbed of his brother, his father, and his home. After being pressed into service for the Imperial Army of Sambrek, Clive earns his freedom at the hands of a man named Sid, who agrees to aid our hero in his search for the answers that have eluded him for so long. We join the two as they begin their infiltration of Caer Norvent, an ancient stronghold wherein his brother's supposed killer, a second dominant of fire, is said to be held by an elite party of Walloder Knights, commanded by Benedicta Harman. Benedicta is the ice lady that was with the big Chungos man. Mujer come pan. The woman eats bread.
Sentries has failed to report, milady. Your orders?
Pull the men back inside the Caer Geralf.
He is here, then.
Have them lead Sid and his little pet to the chapel.
I want to see Sid.
I shall entertain them there.
So if you don't know, chat, Sid is a staple of the Final Fantasy series. There is always one character in each Final Fantasy named Sid. They're all different, but there's always one Sid. Oh, Japanese now? Then we have to leave because this thing is only yeah, we have to leave them because this thing has no save or autosave or anything like that. Let me go back to the main menu then. Okay. Spoilers. He's a bug in 9, yeah. It's a woman in 15 as well. Return to title. Okay. Yeah, we'll be seeing this thing again, but let me change then the voices finally to Japanese, and that will be our last language for the thing. Here we go.
姉さん、巡回兵が帰ってこない。まさか。
どうやらそのようだ、ゲルルフ。
では指導が。
ゲルフ。
兵どもを使って奴を礼拝堂に誘い込め。私が相手をする。
El hombre bebe leche.
来たか、シドルファス。
Juan come la manzana. Karen Norvin, the Holy Empire of Sambrek. Oh, look at us. Look at us now 13 years after. Yo soy leche. I am milk. Headwind. Changing icons. Press L2 to cycle between currently attuned icons in real time, allowing for a more varied assault. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder how that changes. Cooldown times for iconic abilities are displayed around the corresponding icon in the ability widget. Ability availability for all attuned icons can be confirmed via the color dots on the widget's right. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So this is wind, earth, and fire. I'm gonna go with wind first, just to test it with Deadly Embrace. And attack and jump and whatnot. Okay, this is wild, dude. What about El Niño come un pan? The kid eats a bread. It's eating a bread. Chocolate. 2.5 geos away from 100? From 100k? From 100 geo, just because you keep spending on colors. Okay, I need to see Sid. Sid, come here. I need to see this Final Fantasy Sid. Unremarkable. He's got a long sword, I think. From 100k, that's a lot of Ks. Kokodana.
やっぱりそううまくはいかんか。
落とし戸か。手を貸せ。
あげるぞ。しっかり持ち上げろ。
Oh, the PlayStation controller thing has the pressure stuff for the triggers. Is so cool. La niña bebe cerveza. That's like the little girl drinks beer. I don't know, baggage. How do I like it, Baz? Very much. We finished it already. This is just like an extra challenge that it offers once you finish. Oh, so it's different now. It brings them to you. Okay, that's kind of poop. So Aero only does I want to do a charged arrow. Nice. Okay, let me change to this one. What do I do with this? Titanic block. Ah, okay, I have like an Omega shield that hurts them too. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna go with my fire, because I'm used to it. Very cool. It's super deep. It's deeper than I thought it was gonna be. Okay. Cool. Imagine putting more than 30 geo. Oh no. Baggage is the Duolingo owl. If you don't open the baggage app today, it will start harassing you with emails and threatening messages. Just like Duolingo. You finish your vocabs for today. God. Wait, what did I say? Fuck me. Oh yeah, okay. Gotcha. Oh, you can climb there too. Minagoroshi. Oh, beautiful. All right. Hell yeah, brother. Hey Gold, how's the demo so far? We beat it, yeah. We beat it. We're doing like an extra challenge that it comes with. Very fun. Wait, we come from there, right? Or do we come from there? I don't know where we come from. I think from the other side. Duolingo is like, hey, the day finishes in 2 hours and you haven't practiced today. Just saying. I want to try this one, the deadly embrace of this one. Oh, you just give them no rest. I love that. Okay. Now we're gonna try the Titanic block, which is the wind up and upheaval. Wind up and upheaval. Okay. Oh, you have two. Oh, a shade. You have two. Well, I want to try them all. Shit. That's cool. Fuck, fuck. I'm trying to use my superpowers, you fuck. Oh, cool. So with my arrow. That's cute. I'm trying to use all my powers. Leave me alone, you poop. Okay, we're gonna use fire in this one. Nice, we broke him. Nice. I want to try this one now. Yes. Ow! You beef. What about my stone magic? It's kind of okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Alright. Okay. He doesn't know where we come from. Should we explain how Babi is made? Eat enough and don't stress too much. Stating the obvious, but still. Benedicta. The favor of the Scarlet Cyclone. Alright, I need to check that now because I'm in confusion. Gear and icons. Okay, so for the Phoenix, we got the Rising Flames and we got the Scarlet Cyclone. Do we have more attacks? We only have those. What about here? Gouge and Wicked Wheel. And for this, punch forward, hold the button to wind up attack, further increasing the potency. I should have done that. Increase range. Can be used in mid-air. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. We got Phoenix, Garuda, and Titan. Okay, perfect. So nothing to change there, I guess. So what did we get? We got like an item, I think. What was it? Weird material. I don't know what we got. We got something though, but I have no clue what that was. Who knows? We got a bunch of points though. Oh, look at this, and you unlock more things with your Aeons. That's interesting. I guess I use fire a lot. We could unlock Heat Wave, or we could keep making this stronger, I guess. Wasn't the Phoenix to close the gap between target? Melee attacks and magic shots can be dealt with shifting. How? Oh yeah, okay. So this has been mastered. And all of this has been mastered. I guess they already gave me this ones, right? Just learn and then master. Gotcha. This is locked. Ah, oh, fuck me. This is also locked. My limit break is locked. You poop. Immediately after landing a melee attack to deliver a close-range magic burst. Give me. Charged magic. Potency of magic. Hold to increase the potency. I already have that one. I was doing it. And stomp. Use X in the air to kick off an enemy, increasing jump height and duration. Sure. I want to stomp them like Goombas. Like Goombers. Alright, let's continue. Let's go, Shido. I wonder what the limit... What the limit is. I have like 2 bars on top where my big head is. Let me move my camera, chat. So you can all see that as well. Put myself here. There we go. Well guarded. Attacking an opponent from the front while he's guarding will deal no damage. Circle to the rear to penetrate its defenses. Okay. Breaking through. Certain basic abilities such as Burning Blade and Charged Magic, as well as iconic abilities such as the Phoenix's Rising Flames, can instantly break an opponent's guard, even when delivered from the front. I see. Interesting. Okay, so we got a bunch of these assholes. This is fun. Okay. Fuck. I think I should probably take care of the fucking wizard here. Good. I think the game hasn't been too easy for you. Maybe a little. Just maybe a tad. You have a job interview tomorrow and the anxiety is kicking in. No, Irony, you got this, dude. You got this. We believe. What time do you have it? Yeah, good luck. Stay calm if you can. Take a tea before. Man, the PlayStation 5 is fucking amazing. What a ridiculously cool console this is. And I like what they do with the controllers and everything. Alright, let's go. You'll do fret. Let her cook.
こんな夜更けにお祈りか異国の神にすがるほど私が飢えてるように見えるのかお前を待っていた頼んだ覚えはないがまんまと誘い込まれたかなら話が早いベアラーと火のドミナントを渡せ
All these people have such perfect hair too. Fuck me, man.
シド、ウォールードへ戻ってこい。バルナバス様と新たな世界を作ろう。もう一度共に歩むんだ。
Midnight Dangil chat.
そいつには賛成だ。だが
Man, all these people have hair. The programmers in chat right now in shambles.
踊らされたくないんでね。バルナバス様に命を救われた恩を忘れたのか。忠義のかけらもない知れ者が。俺は奴の奴隷にはならない。お前のようにはな。貴様に何がわかると言うんだ。そうさ。お前の本当の望み。
He broke her. That's good.
わからないよ。
Emotional damage.
それでもいつだったかお前は言った。人として死にたいと。
人として。
あの言葉だけは真実だと思ってる。
Yeah, the wildest fights, the end of the world, the fucking apocalypse, the meteor striking, and they're like, my hair is perfect. 何？
力だろうが体だろうが使えるものは使う。私はそうやって生きてきた。ベネディクタ、これ以上自分を憐れむことを言うな。吉祥殿のご公説か。少しでも期待した私がバカだった。私を憐れんでいるのはお前だ、シドルファス。
Got this irony, we believe. But now you have to let us know how it went. Because we'll be cheering, we'll be rooting for you.
雷のドミナントの説得は諦めざるを得ない。バルナバス様にアダナスなら。
I wonder if she's Shiva.
ここで殺す。
Well, I guess we'll find out very soon. It's fucking Shiva. Oh no. Oh wait. What? Are you Ramu? He is Ramu. God damn. Dude, I love how anime this is. This is insane, dude. No, she's not Shiva, but he is Ramu for sure. Nani? Shit. Oh, Shidorofus. Can't wait for an update. Yes. Ow. Everyone's paced in this game in the end. We're all paced, chat. Hey, Kombi, what's up? How are you? Shikanai. Hirata. That was sick. So I wonder if wind is not a good element to use in this fight. Probably not. Nani? I don't think I dealt a lot of damage there. Oh, that was nice. There you go. Ow! Jesus Christ. Yeah. Fuck. That's on me. I wanna try Earth. All right. Nope. This is insanely cool, chat. Yes! Holy fuck. Fuck! You called my fire. Yes! Suparna and Chidara slain. Ooh! Don't you dare sleep less than me. You made it home. Made it home in time, Kumbi? Yes. I'm glad to see you here. How's the stream been today? It's been amazing, Kumbi. I don't know if you remember Galfor from Samurai Showdown, but you wolf companion. Oh yeah. Hey, puppy. Of course I remember. There you go. Let there be light. You know it's gonna be great battle when they cue the trumpets. Yeah. Okay, everybody, cue the trumpets. On 3. The spoils. The Sharp Fang, the Clouded Eye, the Magicked Ash. Oh, okay. That's seed, right? And seed is like paste. That's a good answer. What do you fucking think? Do I look like I'm fucking okay? Oh boy.
今ならまだ間に合う。ベネディクタを追え。奴が火のドミナントを連れてここを離れる前に抑えるんだ。
あんたは
何すぐに追いつくさ。
分かった。行くぞ、トルガル。
Oh man, Seed was cool. The Latin American voice acting for this game was really awesome. I have to say that is my favorite, which is not the common thing for me. It was really good. Alright, I'm sorry. I'll move. At this rate, Civil will end up... Clive will end up being the last being on Earth. Yeah, everyone's being pasted by statues in this game. At this point, statues will... statues will get their revenge on humans by killing them all. In the meantime, we can maybe take a break here in this beautiful room. Meteorite. Alright. Yeah, from what we have seen so far, the game is gonna be fairly linear, but the combat is entertaining enough, and the story has been really good so far, so, you know, I guess those are traits that we have to make. The game feels fairly linear, like each chapter is like, okay, you're in this secluded space, and we'll guide you. Favor of Fire. This is... I keep getting these items and I have no idea. Oh, those are more of these, I guess. Right? Are they? No, they're not. Oh, yeah, it's for Heat Wave. Okay. So we can upgrade. Gotcha. I say. Am I using Heat Wave? No, I'm not using Heat Wave, am I? Summon a projectile dispelling wall of liquid flame before launching several deadly shockwaves. Wave force is amplified upon dispelling magic. Summon a Fiery Wing that deals damage and can launch lighter enemies into the air. Spins quickly. The Phoenix Shift. Let's go with Rising Flames. Kind of like that one quite a bit. So why not? Now let me see. Charge Magic is... I like Charge Magic quite a bit as well. We're going to be using that one. And I wonder if I can equip... I can only equip 3 of those per... Oh, 2. Only 2 per thing. So the Scarlet Cyclone is okay, but it feels like Heat Wave is also going to be like pretty fine. I don't know. A lot of flexibility on your spells. That's good. Is there less focus on groups, parties in the newer games? Feels like it, Decoy. This one feels like it's mostly focused on you, and that's about it. But we will see, I guess. We have to wait. But it does feel that way. Some opponents will cast cure spells to heal their allies. Defeat these spells casters first to prevent drown-out battles. Who is summoning this? Okay, I see the spellcaster at the very end there. Well, I'll take care of him. You can cure these nuts now. Fuck. Now it's you and me. I can play that game too. I can do it with air too. Big air. You don't like it? Take earth. There you go. I can also play that game. Wait, I want that. Oh, look at this. Chad, look at that sky. Look at this, Chad. What is that? In the distance, look. It's Dracula. Dracula's castle. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ain't this pretty? I am too strong. I think I am too strong, chat. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a mountain in a castle. That's about it. Get another potion. That's good. I imagine so. That the fight is gonna be heavy. So it's a good thing that we are full on 4 potions. Easy money. Oh, wow. Yikes. Okay, let me regain my composure. I see the spellcaster right there. We got him. There you go. Fun. Very fun. Read Krongo instead of Gauge for Gauge for a second. Or Gouge. Krongo the enemy to death. Wait, I come from here, right? And I open this door. Yeah, okay, so we got the birrita. Krugo. Combi, how are you? How's it going? How was work today? I know that you were in the office. I read the message as well. Chat also told me. It's like Combi will not be on stream today. But I am so excited about this game. You have no idea. This game has made my day. Come here, you poop. Garuda. Fuck. Man, this guy also kind of fucked. All right. Oof. The guy was tough. All right, we came from that door. There's another door here. Let's go check that out. You had a good day, actually. They gave you free lunch, which has never happened before. That is GG. That is very, very good. Insufficient inventory space, high potion used. Wait, do I have high potions? Well, I didn't know that. Where are my items? High potion. Let me get my high potion here. Perfect. My strength potion is there. Lionheart tonic. Fills limit break gauge for 30 seconds. I don't have a limit break. Apparently, I don't know if the game disabled that for me, but I can't even like buy it. It's right here, but I can't do anything. Unlearned, it says. So I don't think I can. Unfortunately. Unless the game wants me to buy all of this, which would make sense, I guess, but weird. Little weird. No pictures of the lunch. Chat is now rioting. Shit. Okie doke. Wait, no, we can't do this. There are more things down there that we didn't check. Let's go. I don't want to miss on things. What am I, a miser of things? You're busy socializing with coworkers. Oh, there was nothing. Well, I am a miser of things. Socializing with coworkers and you forgot. Oh, that's a sin. Imagine eating your lunch and not posting the pics. Right, Rishenka? Right? I haven't seen too many food photos from you either. 2 pinches of grain salt. Oh, you thought the limit break is auto-activated? How do I do it? They said that it was let me see. Limit break. L3 and R3 when limit break gauge is filled to semi-prime. Improving battle performance for a short period of time. Okay. I will see. Oops. Let's go, boy. We are ready. Mama. Oh, can be that scary.
それにしてもお前がやってくるとは意外だったよ。チラーダたちを退けるとはそこらのベアラーとは違うようだ。その気があるなら私が勝ってやる。お前ほどの腕なら我が隊でやっていけるだろう。
火のドミナントに用がある。この砦にいるんだろう。そいつを渡せ。
The dominant Tussie. Give it to me.
小賢しい。どいつもこいつも。今の私はすこぶる気分が悪いんだ。家畜の分際で勝手に喋るんじゃないよ。よく覚えておけ、印持ち。家畜に意志など必要ない。家畜ってのは従順に飼われていればいい。
Okay. Fuck. Damn it, she's fast. Nope, that's not gonna work on her, is it? Fuck. That worked. I tried, dude. God damn it, I always miss this attack. Alright, she's staggered. Staggered, boys. I was just like going around, fooling around with this thing. I should be more serious with that. Remastered this game. So much epic music, estoy feliz. Aw. Sooner than you think. Wink. Ay, ay. Fuck. No, she's gonna paste me too. Any statues close? I need to be careful with that. Dodge these nuts. This Myler's approach. Hey, Valak! Oh, that was beautiful. That was sick. I think she likes the air one a little bit better. Not for the limit damage, but I think it's nice to do. Right? Because I can do this in the air like this. And then like switch it to Titan like this. Fuck. Did I? Oh, I spent my entire thing. Can I do limit? Oh, yeah, you can. Well, I can fucking fly, can I? I spend my limit on nothing. Oh. Nice. Good damage. Finally, good damage. Almost 99999. Yes, it worked, Sussy. Well, there was no statues, but she is creative. Why? Oopsie. He staggered again. Okay, interesting. Oh shit. Stay away. Nice. Fuck. Nani? No! Is this canon in the game? I think so, Tilda, yeah. I mean, not the equipment that you have. I mean,
gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Reset more saturation.
But like, what are you doing? Yes. What is this thing? No, what? No. Valak, thank you so much for the 10,000 bits. Thank you for the $10 million. Thank you. Thank you so much, Valak. That's insane. Holy shit. I don't... which game am I playing again? You madman, yeah. Jesus. Wow, man. Did you see the alert, now? It's with the Dangil Rich emote that doesn't exist. Just for that, for the alert. Holy cow. Wait, I need a break. Valak. And everybody else, you guys have been so generous. Every time, but Jesus Christ, 10,000 bits. Ah, someone noticed. Yep. He already reached the 75k bits. Yeah, that is true. Which means that he still has to tell me what Dangil emote he would like to see or for me to make for the 75k. You take your time, but we have now 2 emote slots, Valak. I mean, 3 with the next one that unlocks, which will be the 100,000. But 2 that are unlocked and you could use, which is the 50,000 and 75,000. So you can choose one of those of what you want, and you can tell me for which, for 50,000 or for 75,000. You can tell me what I can work on. Maybe we can even work on it on stream. That would be nice to have another art stream, right? It's less punchy, Sky. It's less contrasty. It's more washed out, let's say. Yeah. That'll be a super cool idea. But thank you so much, Valek. Thank you. Your generosity is just ridiculous. It's insane. Thank you so much. Your support. Say on a Saturday? Oh, we could do it on a Saturday. Yeah. So I was for people in chat who weren't here at the beginning of the stream. I am thinking of streaming more regularly on Saturdays, but Saturdays are gonna be probably streams on YouTube because I want to start growing a little bit the YouTube audience. So if we ever have to migrate, it would be less jarring and you would have also access to emotes and things like that. At the moment, I can't offer you that because my YouTube channel is very small. But if we reach at least that threshold, and the best way to reach it will be like streaming there from time to time, maybe only Saturdays. So I was thinking about that, but yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. I like worth every video. This fight is so fucking cool. I hope you guys are enjoying Final Fantasy XVI today. I am having a blast with this thing. Aw, thank you so much. Oh, she staggered. It's tight on time, baby. Shit, this is a cool attack, dude. This attack. Yikes. Fuck. She kind of staggered me there. Fuck. And that's it. I can get now the extra meat and fries for the meats. Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
That's true. Jesus Christ. Let's fucking go. Benedicta is history. History. Yeah, she's history now. The Wheel of Fire for the Rising Flames. The residual fire ether that, having failed to dissipate on battlefield, has instead manifested into a solid form not unlike crystal, but with an elemental purity that renders it far more potent, if not highly specialized in its applications. Increases Rising Flames by will damage by 10%. Oh, that's what that is. That is sick. You upgrade your skills like that. Think of all that cheese that I can look at the coolers now, yeah. You missed it again, Anna? No way. Well, I'm stronger than you. I'm following you to Mordor. YouTube will be no problem. Yeah, it's only on Saturdays for a little while just to grow the channel and have like a, you know, like an option if things go south here, because Twitch decisions lately have been really bad. Also YouTube, you know, like it's not great, but like it's the best of the options that are available, I guess. Wait, am I taking her Eikonic thing? I am. Yes, that's true, Ree. Like, you need to do that for sure. Yeah, yesterday was pretty bad when you said you didn't have lunch. Everyone was mad at you. You need to eat. Time stands still at the Iron Hill. The fate of a soul lies deep in the dark. Thank you for playing. Well, Chatterino. We have officially completed the entire demo of Final Fantasy XVI.